do you think the first overall quarterback is in Mobile today?
No. I don't think the first overall quarterback is in Mobile. And the way that I'm going to preface it is if the Cleveland Browns are picking number one, I don't believe they're going to pick Josh Allen. I don't believe that they will pick Baker Mayfield. I believe the Cleveland Browns are going to sign a veteran quarterback via free agency or via trade, and then they'll use the number one pick on a guy like Sam Darnold. And the reason I say Sam Darnold is just because I think there's a fascination with his intangibles, his it factor, his ability to make plays on script and unscripted. I think separates him from others. Now, is he the most ready to play? No, I say that would probably go to Josh Rosen or even a Baker Mayfield. But in terms of having the stuff that people want and a franchise quarterback, I think Sam Darnold will get the nod. I look for Cleveland to double down on the quarterback position. That is why Sam Darnold may be the number one overall pick, but he may not play next year because he may be a guy like Alex Smith or someone else that has been in the position for a year.
Why would Alex Smith decide to go to Cleveland and just be a placeholder then? Or if he struggles in week 6, week 7, and he knows that Hugh Jackson's on the griddle, that he'll just push the Darnold button. Why would any veteran quarterback go to a situation like that, do you think, Bucky?
Well, I think a couple of different reasons. One, Alex Smith may not have a choice because he may be a trade offering as opposed to a free agent. So he may not have a choice in terms of where he goes. But he does have a trust factor with John Dorsey based on what they were able to do coming from San Francisco to Kansas City. If they don't go with Alex Smith, and that means they will have to pay more money for a veteran quarterback, maybe they do delve into the Kirk Cousins sweepstakes. Maybe they do look at one of these other free agents that could be available. But based on what I'm hearing and the way that I think the board is going to shape up, the Cleveland Browns need a veteran quarterback. They need a veteran quarterback because their room is full of 25-year-olds or less guys. They need someone beyond the 20-somethings to help them kind of right the ship. Look for them to sign a veteran and then double down and bring a young quarterback so they can be a placeholder. Remember, Carson Palmer played under Hugh Jackson in Cincinnati. In Cincinnati, Carson Palmer was the number one pick who sat behind John Kitna for a full year. So there is a bit of precedence in taking that approach with a number one pick and a veteran quarterback and letting that veteran quarterback man the position for a year before letting the other guy take over.
So who is everybody buzzing about that wasn't on the radar screen going into Mobile so far, Bucky?
Well, there are a couple of different guys that people are buzzing about, but we'll continue to talk about offense and pass catchers. People are buzzing about James Washington, the receiver from Oklahoma State. We knew that he was fast. We knew that he was dynamic. Has been pretty clean in terms of running routes and being able to stretch the defense. People are excited about him. But the guy that has kind of come off the grid has been Deshaun Hamilton, the wide receiver from Penn State. He might be the best route runner down here. His patience, his timing, his precision, getting in and out of his breaks separates him from some of the other guys in the group. He has certainly made an impression. And the last guy that everybody wanted to see, Marcus Davenport, the pass rusher from Texas San Antonio, hasn't necessarily dominated, but when you see the size, you see the length, you see the tools and the potential, I expect him to be a top 10 talent, a top 10 player by the time we get to the end of this process.
The Rich Eisen Show, weekdays at noon Eastern on Audience.